Hello Fornax sector, it's time for turn 4 and let's continue. And now on this turn, like I suspected, I finally found some natives and a pretty decent native planet. So for each start there's a kind of a guaranteed natives for everyone. So there are some natives always in the certain radius from your home world. So it's that somewhat balanced, so you will always have some natives around. So if you don't find on your first planets natives, you'll probably find quite soon. So that's what I was quite trusty that I will find some natives there. Okay, now I'll beam up some minerals and go back home with this one. And this one will continue to that planet. And here is my defense ship. Now the board player did not jump, but moved downwards. And if I check, he is now able to reach my homeworld, so I don't want to move away. I will set it to kill and stay there to defend my homeworld. But I will now build a towable defense ship. It's got worse engines, Nova Drive 5. Nova Drive 5 is a very cost-efficient engine. You can do all kinds of stuff. For example, you can try to stay on the same planet in an iron storm. I also use these cost-effective torpedoes. So next turn, when I have this towable ship, I can use my last deep space freighter to tow it around so it guards the last deep space freighter. And now I have here the medium ship, and as I build some mines here, I can bring some precious minerals back home. And from those precious minerals, as you can see from homeworld, well, actually you can see the percentages here, but molybdenum has got quite high percentage. In the beginning it's always the same. Tridanium has got the second best, and uranium has got the low density. So even with 351 mines, there will be only 53 uranium each turn. So easily in the beginning you will quickly get the molybdenum, but the molybdenum will run out in the long run. So you have to find some molybdenum soon. But usually for most races, especially for robots, the uranium is the most important minerals during the first 10 turns, because last deep space freighters require lots of uranium and you get very little of it in your whole world. So now I'm very happy that I get this uranium. Let's take some titanium too and head back home. Now, those were the ships, and I've already made the build. So let's continue to tax the home world. This would have been a very important planet if the Borg player wouldn't have threatened me over there. I could have built now some mines here, and that titanium is important for me for star bases and Corbies to build that biggest carrier of mine. And this would have been an excellent planet, and it would have been great to get mines there already up and running, but I didn't dare to do that, because if that probe would have jumped, I would have lost those. So it was actually a rather silly move from the Borg player perspective, because he lost one turn for a better build than this probe. But in the bigger picture, if we think of you as playing as a team, it was a smart move because it made my life more difficult. And you are playing as a team, so it was nice to see some action already this early. And also, if no one of you would have threatened me, I could have just built more and more last deep space fractors and continued to build more quickly my infrastructure and economy, and I would have gotten a much quicker more money and minerals for bigger ships, and it would have been more difficult for you to fight against me. Now your life is going to be a tiny bit easier. Okay, let's double click that one because I'm not going to be able to do a lot here. But this is also an important planet in the near future because, as you can see, there are 3,344 kilotons of molybdenum beneath the surface. As I mentioned, I will need that molybdenum. But okay, that was this turn. See you next turn.